It's another early morning start for me here in Tokyo. Good morning, good morning. Today I'm on my way to Shinjuku Station because I'm going to be catching a train to Mt.Takao. Mt.Takao is a popular kind of like one-day hike here in Tokyo, but I'm not hiking today because yesterday I walked 28,000 steps, 22 kilometers. So I'm taking it easy today. I'm going to get the chairlift and I'm going to get the cable car. But what I'm really going for is I'm going for an onsen. There's supposed to be an amazing onsen there at the foot of the mountain. So I'm going to go for a bit of a pamper trip today. I want to go for the scenery, I want to go for a day out, but I don't want to do too much work. So let's go. Now, unfortunately, this is the train I could really do with getting, but I don't have a ticket, so I can't get on it. So I need to miss it and get a local train, which is going to take me half hour longer. But there's not a lot I can do. How do I get a ticket? I guess I need to go up to the concourse and find a ticket desk. Oh, what a pain. Wait, will this get me a ticket? No, it's some kind of robot. Security robot. Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, that's not good. That's not going to sell me a ticket. Okay, so I just had a chat with the ticket guard and he said I could have used this. But firstly, I don't have enough credit on this. And secondly, I wanted to buy a combination ticket, which then gets me admission onto the cable car and onto the chairlift as well. So he said I needed to come out this way. Okay, so I've chosen English, and now I need to choose discount ticket. So I need this one here, Mt.Takao discount ticket. And I need this one with the round trip train ticket, round trip cable car, chairlift ticket. And I need just one adult. Okay. And now I need to pay by cash. Alright, so 2,000 here. This one. Oh, I put a 10,000 in. It's okay. Use the change anyway, and I need a receipt as well. Okay. That's my change, and that's my tickets. Oh, it's not all of them. Oh, that's my receipt. Okay, simple enough. Now I've got my ticket, but unfortunately I just missed my express train, which means I have to get the local train, which is going to stop at many more stops and take about a half hour longer than I really needed it to be. But given that the onsen doesn't open until 8 o'clock, it's not too much of a disaster. So let's just go and get on that local train. Okay, let me just walk you through these tickets. That was a receipt. That's something I'm not sure about. This is the ticket I need now. That's Shinjuku to Takao Sanguchi. This is the round trip cable car ticket, and that's my return ticket to come back home. Alright, so let's get this stuff together, put that in my wallet, and that's the one I need now. So it's definitely getting busy around here now. I need that one there on platform 2 to Takao Sanguchi. It's just gone into the Japanese, but you'll see in a second when it just rotates back round again. Takao Sanguchi, there we go. Alright, let's go to platform 2. Just here. So one of the things you're going to be familiar with traveling is that the weather can sometimes not be great. Let's not... Oh no, he stopped. Yeah, so the weather's not great today. It's quite drizzly in Tokyo, and it looks in Takao it's going to be quite drizzly this morning. It's going to be cloudy this afternoon, so the visibility is not going to be fantastic, I don't think. But I've got plans tomorrow, and the weather is supposed to get worse over the next week, and really cold as well. So this really is probably the best day out of a few that I'm going to have to do this. So that's what happens when you're traveling, right? Sometimes the things work with you, and sometimes the things don't. I'm going to be sitting in an onsen for most of this morning when most of the rain is going to be happening. So I'm going to be sitting in a nice warm bath looking outside. Even some of it's outside, I'm hoping it's a little bit covered at least, so I can go outside in the rain and sit in a warm bath and have a different kind of experience, but hopefully one that's equally as interesting and good. But you know, that's just happens. That's just what happens when you're traveling. Okay, here's a commuter train that's just arrived. You can see all the people spilling out here behind me up the platform. You'll probably get a bit of a better view. And that's not even that busy a train. It's still only 7:10 a.m. So you're still going to have a ton more trains coming through. They're going to be busier than that. Yeah, I had to change carriage. I can't deal with being on that mildly air-conditioned car. It's doing my head in. It's too hot, far too hot. Yeah, this one will do me. So yeah, what was I saying about the weather? Yeah, it's pretty grim out here at the moment. You can see from the approach it's pretty cloudy, but hey, them's the breaks. So one of the things I'm going to be doing this morning though, which kind of like the weather doesn't really matter for, is that I'm going to an onsen. So an onsen, if you don't know, or if you don't know, it's kind of like, it's something that I love about Japanese culture. It's kind of like a communal bath. And it's often, and this one is, it's a hot spring. So it's a mineral hot spring, just watching the stairs here as I'm doing this, which means that has kind of like different properties according to the mineral composition of the water that you're using. And this is, Tokyo's not known for hot spring baths. You have to kind of like travel out of Tokyo. There's not many. They have public baths, which are called sento, but they don't have the kind of like mineral content. They're often gas-fired. Let me just get my tickets. Let's swallow that, all right. Yeah, sento aren't mineral baths, but this one is. And I haven't had one yet since I've been here. I'm saying one of my favorite things. And that's the thing, is that because I haven't traveled around so much outside of Tokyo on this trip, I haven't come across that many. Any, in fact. So I've made a special trip out here because I was going to go to Takao anyway. I've only ever been once before, and I thought it was worth a visit back. The weather forecast is looking a little bit like at least not raining this afternoon for a few hours, although I imagine the top of Takao will still be covered in cloud. But still, I'm going to go anyway, but first I'm going to go to the onsen. Now, you won't be surprised to know that you're not allowed to take photos or videos when you're inside the public baths. You can in kind of like the area of like reception and stuff, so I'll show you that. But of course not inside. Now, I was in an onsen last time I was in August, and I had to tell a few Westerners about the rules because they were taking photos and stuff, and they pleaded ignorance. I'm not so sure that they were. So, but if you are in an onsen, please stick to the rules. It just makes it easier for everyone, and it gives kind of tourists a bit of a bad rep. So yeah, let's not have that happen. You know, let's respect the rules when you're kind of in the country that you're visiting. Having said that, I cannot wait. Let's go. It's just behind the station here, so I'll just try and find it. I think it's out this way and to the right. Let's go. Now, you know, when you just feel like you have one of those days and it's just not going to go well for you. So I've just been to the onsen and I've just seen the sign saying that it's closed today and tomorrow for inspection. And that's just kind of like the worst possible news today as far as my travel is concerned, because I kind of came here for that. and it didn't have anything on their website about it being closed. There's just that notice that that's on there saying that it's closed for today. So I'm kind of stuck here now, and I've paid, yeah, not much, but it's more the time. It's more the time. It was like 1,600 yen to come here, but it's more the time that I've kind of spent doing that now. So yeah, I will only be here for the morning, and then I will head back into town, and then I guess this afternoon is going to be about editing, which is what tomorrow was going to be about. So I guess that's given me an afternoon back tomorrow, but that is a complete and utter pain. All right, I'm going to go and put a coat on and have a bit of a wander around, and then try and find the chair lifts in, well, more likely the cable car, and get up and down the mountain.
No problem.
Okay.
This toilet number 4, only this toilet number 4 is closed.
Okay. Okay.
Hi.
And is the chair lift working today, or just cable car?
Chair lift today is this last one is 4 o'clock. This is open.
Oh, 4 o'clock. Okay. 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 Great.
12 minutes.
Yes. Okay. It takes 12 minutes to come.
But if you use both of them, if you buy round ticket, just a 30 yen discount. And
I already have round ticket.
oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Please show your ticket at
Yes.
the Kyoto station.
Okay.
And I recommend first go up by cable car.
First cable car.
Yes. Enjoy the steepest cable car in Japan
Yes.
first,
Yes.
6 minutes. And if you the weather change, not rain, so please return, go down by chairlift.
By chairlift.
This 12 minutes.
Okay.
You can look down Hachiyoshi City, and
Yes.
you can enjoy 12 minutes area life.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. I will trust a lovely Japanese tourist guide to cheer me up no end. Not only has she lent me an umbrella for walking, but she's given me advice on how to take the cable car up and then go to the temple, which is a 20-minute walk, and then another 20-minute walk to the summit. But she's saying I probably won't see much, although the sun is trying to peep out just there, you can see. So yeah, that's going to be my morning then. I'm going to go and do that, and she's lent me this umbrella. It's all paved walkway, so she said you'll be fine with the umbrella, it's no problem. And then coming back down, I'll get the chairlift coming down. She's given me some coupons for discounts on soba noodle places, either at the station or down here at ground level. There's a wild monkey park. Not wild, there's a monkey park. And there's also a museum down at the bottom here as well. So all is not lost. And she was lovely. Japan, right? It's just great. Traveling, just throw stuff at you. I really would have liked that onsen today, but you know, not to be. But I do have a little something booked on Friday. More about that in another video. At the moment, let's go find the cable car. Now, the last time I was in Takao must have been about 14 years ago, when I was here with my friend Yuriko, who brought me here for the day, which was just, yeah, it was wonderful. It was really, really nice. We went up on the chairlift, I remember now. She is now, I think she's just had her second baby. I must contact her actually about that. So we're just wandering along here on the main street, and then we will, ooh, look at these. These look good. Oh, pastries. Tempting pastries in Japan, eh? They're pretty nice. Konnichiwa. Wow, maybe later. Don't really need one right now, but oh, looks good. Actually, I haven't had much breakfast. Could just say yes. Wait, is that a big hump of snow? It does look like a big hump of snow. How's that ended up there? Just kind of like lumped up. That's kind of strange. Arigatou gozaimasu. I did leave this morning with very little breakfast. I couldn't say no to this, could I? custard donut. Let's have a look. I do love a custard donut, and that is one worth loving. Oh my god, it's a lot of sugar. So one of the things about Takao that I read is that it's rubbishless. Now that means there's no rubbish bins anywhere, and this is quite a story in Japan right now, has been for a while, and that you have to kind of carry your rubbish with you, or you need to dispose of it in the place that has sold you the thing. So often, you know, if you're at a convenience store, that's where you can drop off rubbish which you've bought from there before. But here, this is why I'm kind of like found a little place to sit down. It's just this kind of like little shelving area, but it's under this little kind of like cover because it is raining, so that I can get rid of not only my wrapper here, but also my coffee cup, which I also need to get rid of before I start going up, because I don't really want to be carrying around a coffee cup with loose coffee dregs in it and then ruining stuff in my bag. So yeah, remember that when you're not only here in Takao, but also in all of Japan. The artwork on this donut wrapper is anything to go by. It looks like that you get flying squirrels or something similar to that here. And it also looks like this place is only just open. So yeah, pleased to support a new enterprise. And you can just see here the guy just getting the donuts ready over there. Yeah, they do look pretty good, and I can look, he's squirting the custard. I think he's teaching someone, yeah, like how to do them. Yeah, and they are pretty nice, I can tell you. Highly recommend this place. It's remarkable how much that's cheered me up. Well, I'm here now at the cable car entrance. I've just missed one. The next one is at 9:45, which is about 12 minutes from now, I think. That was actually pretty cool. Last time I did that, I think I was on the chairlift. Don't think I went on the cable car at all, because I'm pretty sure I walked down last time, but this time I'm going to take the chairlift down. All right, next stop is 20 minutes away walk, and that's going to be the shrine, and then it's a 20-minute walk further from that to the summit. Now, I'm here, so I may as well do it. I'm not expecting to see anything at all, but let's go and see the shrine first, eh? Yeah, like I said, I don't think there's a lot of point in going to the observatory entrance. But yeah, let's got the brolly up and we'll go towards the shrine. I guess this is the only way. Can't see any other way to go. Now, in case I do get anything else, I do have a plastic bag with me to wrap up some stuff which I picked up at the coffee place. But look, there's snow and ice up here. Now, as I was coming up on the cable car, I did think that some of that rain that was falling was starting to float a little bit, suspiciously snow-like, but I think it was actually just light rain and drizzle being caught by the wind. But you never know. All right, I'm here, and I'm going to go past the monkey park, which I'll pop into a bit later, and we'll just go straight to the temple, head temple to Takao-san Yakuwa Inn, and then we'll go to the Mt.Takao summit at 599 meters and the Takao visitor center, and then we'll just come all the way back down on this red trail number 1 as well until we get back here, and then we'll take the chairlift down. It's definitely getting a little cooler the further up we go. A little bit out of breath after that uphill section just then, but yeah. Don't know if you can see my breath, but I could a few minutes ago. So yes, we are about halfway to the shrine now. It's very damp. It's kind of what happens though, right? But it's an ethereal kind of quality to it, and plus being here on a Monday morning means that, you know, I just can't imagine how busy this would have been on a weekend, on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning. Feels like I've been up for hours already. But on a Sunday morning or even afternoon, because it would have been busier then, tourists would have got up and up here. But yes, there's something magical about being up here without there being too many other people around. Now, whereas I definitely lucked out with the weather on my last trip yesterday, I definitely have not today. It's absolutely teeming down. I'm here at the top of Mt.Takao at 599 meters and 15 centimeters, no less. And it looks like it is set in for the rest of the morning. Now, this is a row of cedar trees, which apparently is quite unique here in Tokyo. And they're quite impressive. Apparently planted in 1966. And the largest one is at the beginning of this row, but really is quite atmospheric in the weather today. Now, just got to figure out what it is and how I'm going to get down. It says over here, platform to the chairlift. 5 minutes this way. Okay, let's see if the chairlift's working and how wet that's going to be. I'm really glad that the camera unit of the Go 3 is waterproof, by the way. I'm keeping the action pod hidden away for now because yeah, it really is starting to sprinkle down quite a bit now. Well, definitely looks like it's going. So I'm just going to sort myself out, get myself with my rucksack out on the front here. So I can have that on my front. Let's get this umbrella all wrapped up, though it is a bit soggy now. Let's have a look. Alright, they've even cleaned it for me. That's amazing. Whoa, there's no safety bar. Well, that's quite cool. Yeah, slight worry. Yeah, I do remember this. I remember coming down here with Yuriko up, I think, yeah, and then we came down. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Do like it. I don't really want to. I've got cold hands, so I'm just going to carry on talking like this because I don't really want to grab my Go 3 out of the hat clip right now, and I don't even want to take my hat off my head because yeah, I don't think I'm going to get it back if it goes down there. So yeah, I'm going to keep everything securely on my head, even if this is going to get a little bit wet. I've got a slight canopy here on top of me, but my glasses are definitely getting wet, so there's probably a little bit of moisture on the lens as well. And look, there's no one on this with me here today. I'm sat right in the middle of this, and there's no one on the, oh no, there's a couple of people here on their way up. I did pass a few people as well as walking down towards the the platform. So I did think there was a couple of people on there. Now, interestingly, Takao is like one of the most popular day trips that you can do for Tokyoites out of Tokyo. And this is going to be super busy here in just a few weeks' time when it's springtime and all the cherry blossom is out. Apparently there are some cool places to go in Takao, particularly if you're a little bit late to a Hanami blossom viewing party. Because of the altitude, they do apparently blossom just that little bit later. So if you have kind of like missed the boat, you haven't completely, you can get to Takao and enjoy the ride. So there's certain places where they definitely do have English and Japanese announcements. This is not one of them, but I'm imagining if there's something that I really need to pay attention to, then I will have that communicated to me. This is quite a cute little ride, but yeah, I think it was saying that if you've got children with you, you have to take like particular precautions. One of the interesting things that I find about Japan is that people bring their pets with them. Now, I know this is like happening in New Zealand, it's a bit of an issue. Oh, here's English. There we go, that's what I thought. I would get an English announcement at some point. Okay, right, that's good to know. No. Yeah, don't. It's just said they can't pick up lost items, so yeah, don't do that. Yeah, pets. So I have noticed that there's a problem in New Zealand with people taking pets into places where they really shouldn't be from a conservation point of view, and I think that that's probably a thing in the States as well. But in Japan, people kind of like seem to bring their dogs and even their cats, all kinds of places. And it said there, you know, you had to kind of like have them in their, you know, little kind of like carrying cubicle thingies, pet carriers. But yeah, I think that is more of a thing in Japan, is that people do carry and take their pets around with them a lot more perhaps than in other places, and they try to cater for that, but also, you know, try and make that as safe as possible as well. And you can see, look, the visibility's got a lot better if the, let me just try and clean that, like the lens cover there. Hopefully that's not made it worse. Because you can hear in the trees there, the rain's really coming down now. The visibility is a little bit better down here than it was up top, which is kind of understandable, but I just don't think it's going to clear all day, so there's no point hanging around, I don't think, to see if it got any better. I just kind of did the thing, and then I think I'm going to head down to the bottom, grab some lunch somewhere, possibly look around the museum, and then see what time the limited express train is going back to Shinjuku. How to get off? We'll soon in. Get off the chair or walk to the left. Lots of people here to help you as well in case you need it. Hey. Arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. Yeah, simple enough. Okay, maybe I was wrong on this one, but I still stand by the fact that the Japanese take their pets a lot of places. All right, let's go and find somewhere to eat. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's 11:30. That's lunchtime. That's lunchtime by anybody's standards, right? You're with me, right? Let's go. I do need to point out that it has stopped raining. Now I'm down at the bottom again. It's just one of those days. You get those when you're traveling, right? As well as trucks reversing when you're trying to video something. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good to me. Might have this one with the mushrooms, I think. That one there, or possibly there with the egg as well. Okay, no room at the table, so we are sitting on the floor, which I haven't had the chance to do since I got here. Well, it's warming. Oh, barley tea, I think. Alright, let's have a look at that. The menu's looking good. Oh. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, this one. Namiko Tororo Soba. Oh, that looks good as well. Oh God, it all looks good. No, we're not having cold. We're definitely having warm. Yep, gonna have this one with the egg in it. So one of the things you do is that when you get one of these like napkins in a little plastic bag, is like you wipe your fingers on it, but you don't wipe your mouth. This is to clean your hands before you start eating. It's not conformed to wipe your face or your mouth with it. Unlike, kind of like, you know, if you're on a plane, you get given up something like that. No, this is just for your fingers. Oh my God, that was great. So yeah, if you were thinking that looked like a raw egg on top of the hot soba noodle broth, you'd be right. Well, not completely raw because it started cooking, because it's on top of that hot broth. What you need to do is to get your chopsticks and then give it a good mix around, and it forms this kind of like a creamy kind of like clinginess on top of the soba noodles, and gives that kind of like creamy feeling when you're kind of like eating it. It's not something I often have had, but yeah, it was perfectly delicious. I loved it. But you do eat a lot of eggs when you're in Japan. Eggs seem to appear in everything. You know, you have ramen, you have hot soba noodles like that. You pretty much are having egg all the time. There's a lot of it. So if you're egg intolerant, or eggs are not your thing because of your dietary choices, then you probably need to look quite carefully at what it is that you're eating. This is the Takao 599 Museum, which I think gives you a bit of background on Takao and all kinds of other things in here. Wow, it's a really nice space. Yeah, wow, it's a really nice space. And it's free to get into. Oh, it's really nicely done. And here one is Musasabi, Japanese giant flying squirrel. Apparently, it says here, if you hiking trail 1, which we were just on after sunset, if you're lucky you may be able to spot one going from tree to tree. Mainly active for around 30 minutes after the sun sets, returning to its nest 30 minutes before dawn. Okay, just look at the size of that thing in scale to the others. It's hard to tell, but that is like, that's my thumb. It's quite a lot, it's quite far away. But that, if I put that down there, if I put my thumb at the same level, it's probably around about the same size. That thing's gigantic. Let me just see what the translation says. Yeah, it says great wasp. I debate what's so great about it, but it's certainly greater in terms of, yeah, size. So you've heard the saying, saw it, did it, bought the t-shirt. Well, that's what I did today. I just bought the t-shirt because I saw it, I did it, but also what I did was pivot. And that's what you have to do sometimes when you're traveling. Sometimes stuff doesn't go your way, and you just have to figure out a different thing that you're going to do on that day. You can't let it ruin it. And then I ended up spending half a day here instead of a full day because I didn't get to wallow in a bath for half the day like I planned to. But you know, that's it. I'm just gonna have to crack on and do other stuff. So I'm gonna head over to the train station now, but tomorrow join me because I'm gonna be buying glasses for less than 20% of the price that I would have to pay in New Zealand. And I'm talking about strong prescription glasses, correcting for astigmatism too. You won't believe the prices that I got.